Princess Sofia visits Portugal. Spanish princess meets President Marcelo Rebelo de Souza in Lisbon. Welcome back to Royal Saga of the Spanish monarchy. You're in the perfect place because today we're covering a historic diplomatic moment that's capturing hearts across the Iberian Peninsula. Princess Sofia's official visit to Portugal and her meeting with President Marcelo Rebelo de Souza. Trust me, what happened during this visit has everyone talking. The meeting that made history. Here's what you need to know right from the start. Princess Sofia of Spain just completed a diplomatic visit to Lisbon that marks a significant moment in Spanish-Portuguese relations. But it wasn't just the official meetings that caught attention, it was a single, unexpected moment during her encounter with President Marcelo that has gone viral and is redefining what modern royal diplomacy looks like. Stick with me, because I'm going to tell you exactly what happened and why it matters. A royal visit decades in the making. Princess Sofia, the younger daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, has been gradually taking on more official duties as she matures into her royal role. At just 17 years old, she's already showing remarkable diplomatic skill and genuine warmth that reminds many of her grandmother, the beloved Queen Sofia. This visit to Portugal wasn't random. Spain and Portugal share not just a border, but centuries of intertwined history, cultural connections, and increasingly important economic partnerships. However, formal visits by young Spanish royals to Portugal have been rare in recent decades, making Sofia's trip particularly significant. The Portuguese government extended the invitation specifically to Princess Sofia, recognizing her growing role in Spanish public life and her reputation as a bridge builder between tradition and modernity. The presidential welcome. Breaking protocol. Princess Sofia arrived in Lisbon to a formal reception at the Belém Palace, the official residence of the Portuguese president. President Marcelo Rebelo de Souza, known for his warm personality and sometimes unconventional approach to protocol, greeted her with full ceremonial honors. But here's where things got interesting. Instead of the standard formal handshake and measured conversation, President Marcelo, in a moment that shocked protocol officers on both sides, addressed Princess Sofia in Spanish, praising her recent work with youth education initiatives and specifically mentioning her advocacy for mental health awareness among young people. Sofia's response. She replied in Portuguese, a language she'd been quietly studying for months in preparation for this visit. The president's face lit up with genuine surprise and delight. This wasn't in the script. The viral moment everyone's talking about. During their bilateral meeting, which was partially open to press, President Marcelo asked Princess Sofia about her studies and future aspirations. Her answer has now been viewed millions of times online. Sofia spoke passionately about wanting to use her position to strengthen ties between Spain and Portugal, particularly among young people. She mentioned learning Portuguese specifically for this visit because language is the first step in truly understanding and respecting another culture. President Marcelo responded with visible emotion. Your Highness, you've just demonstrated more diplomatic wisdom than many career politicians. Portugal welcomes you not just as a Spanish princess, but as a friend who took the time to speak our language and understand our heart. The moment was captured on camera. Sofia's humble smile, the president's genuine warmth, and the spontaneous applause from Portuguese officials in the room. It was diplomacy at its most human and effective. Beyond the headlines, what Sofia actually did. But this visit wasn't just about one viral moment. Princess Sofia's itinerary was packed with substantive engagements. She visited the University of Lisbon to meet with Spanish and Portuguese students in an exchange program, discussing the importance of Iberian cooperation in facing climate challenges. She toured a joint Spanish-Portuguese renewable energy project, showing genuine interest in the technical details and asking informed questions that impressed engineers present. She attended a cultural gala celebrating Spanish and Portuguese literature, where she gave a short speech, again in Portuguese, about the shared literary heritage of both nations. And she participated in a youth forum on digital citizenship, listening more than speaking, taking notes, and genuinely engaging with young Portuguese voices. The social media explosion. Portuguese Twitter exploded with praise. One viral tweet read, Princess Sofia learned our language, listened to our youth, and showed more respect in 2 days than some politicians show in a lifetime. Spain, you raised this one right. Spanish media celebrated too, with headlines like, Sofia wins Portuguese hearts, and, The princess who built a bridge with words. Even traditionally Republican Portuguese newspapers praised her authenticity and preparation. Royal commentators noted this could mark a turning point. Dr. Isabel Martins, a Portuguese political analyst, stated, "This is how modern monarchy survives, by sending young royals who genuinely care, genuinely prepare, and genuinely connect." Sofia just wrote the playbook. What this means for the future. Princess Sofia's Portugal visit may seem like a small diplomatic trip, but it signals something bigger. It shows that the Spanish monarchy is investing in the next generation not just as figureheads, but as genuine ambassadors capable of meaningful connection. It also strengthens the often overlooked Spanish-Portuguese relationship at a time when European unity faces multiple challenges. Sometimes the most important diplomacy happens not in formal treaties but in human moments of respect and connection. President Marcelo ended the visit by telling Sofia, "You're always welcome in Portugal. Not because of your title, but because of your heart." That's diplomacy money can't buy. What do you think? Is Princess Sofia the future of modern royal diplomacy? Should more young royals take this approach? Drop your thoughts below. If this story inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe for more royal moments that prove the monarchy can still matter in meaningful ways. See you next time.